Man, the old videos we will get.
Good afternoon, class 7, and welcome back. So today we are going to continue with the chapter renewable and non-renewable sources of energy. Children, okay, first thing is, once again, just like history, I will be taking a live class on Friday. That is 1st of October. 1st of October, I'll take the class for 1 hour. Okay, 1 hour class. So you are going to have this class after your class gets over. Okay, maybe Friday in the evening or sometime on Sunday, sometime during the weekend, I will mail you your a paper to be solved from energy, which is going to be an open book work. You can see and write the answers. You will do that on Monday and you will send it to me. Also, a part of it will be in Vicon, which will be an MCQ paper. It is going to be an MCQ paper which you all will give on Friday. Did I make myself clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So you will be giving that MCQ paper on Friday in Vicon. Now this paper will be a closed book paper, and I will be, since now 10s are having a part of their exam in November, which is MCQ based. So this time we will also be making certain things which will have, MCQ, true or false, all these things like you do.
When are we having
Now
this
it will be a
MCQs?
time-based paper. I'll set a time for the exam to start and the exam to end. You will have to finish that paper within that time. It can be 15 minutes, it can be 20 minutes. You have to be quick, you have to think, you have to answer. And you know how to do these. You will not be given, a long time I'm going to give you to solve Vicon paper. I'm not going to do that this time. So because class for 10, we don't know in the upcoming 2-3 years also, this MCQ pattern will stay. We think it will continue for quite some time now. So you people are going to read the chapter thoroughly. For Monday, I'm going to send you this question paper. And for Friday, this MCQ will be there. So MCQ will be based on, the energy and industries. Okay, from industries and energy, I'll give the MCQ paper. Written work, the open book work will be from energy only, which you will see your copy and send, write the answers for both of them, write the answers and send it back to me. Am I clear with my instructions?
Next to next Friday.
Next to next Friday. The work that I will give you is for 4th and 8th October. 4th October, the written work that you will do, and 8th October, you will be giving the MCQ paper. All right. So 8th October will be your MCQ paper in Vicon. That will be in Vicon. I'll send a mail with all these instructions as well, and the topics and everything. Now we have learned about.
Please check your chat.
I will check my chat. Friday means not this Friday. My goodness. 4th and 8th from history class. I'm saying this. 4th and 8th. 4th is Monday. 8th is Friday. That too. And this Friday you are going to have normal class of 1 hour with me. All right. Those 2 days, no live classes. Now non-renewable energy sources. Today we are going to start with that. Renewable energy, we have already discussed that renewable energy, like solar energy, like wind energy, they can be created over a short span of time. Within a very short span of time, it can be created. But when it comes to fossil fuels, these takes not thousands but millions of years to create. Now, what are these fossil fuels that I am talking about? Let me share the whiteboard. Let me try to write down a little bit and do the work. So, fossil fuels. Now, why are we calling, if I ask you, why are we calling this fossil fuels?
These fuels are made actually from the fossil.
Fossilized solar energy from
Very good, very good.
They are made
Created
from hardened fossil fuel.
from the dead organic matter of plants and animals. Very, very good. We are calling them fossil fuels because it is created. These are created from the dead organic
And the plant
matter
spelling is
obtained
wrong.
from plants and animals. Absolutely. See, plants and animals, when they die, when plants and animals, when they die, what happened millions of years back in Earth's history, which we call as the Jurassic period. You know, the Jurassic period, the dinosaurs and everything, you all are very interested about all these things. So it is said that during that time, the Earth's plate, the Earth's crust was still moving, and this moving Earth's crust, it created lots of earthquakes, volcanic eruptions. You know, the Earth was destructive, you know, in a very destructive mode. It went to a very destructive mode. Plus, there were meteor showers. It is believed that during that time, many meteors could cross the mesosphere and reach the Earth's atmosphere, the troposphere and the Earth's surface. So lots of meteor showers were there, volcanic eruptions were there, also lots of earthquakes took place during that Jurassic period.
was like a newborn baby. It was not as strong as
The Earth was like very violent, always changing, you know, full of energy, and it was releasing these things. So during that time, all the plant and animal matter that was there, it got buried under the Earth's crust. Many plant and animal matter, it got buried under volcanic, you know, volcanic lava, layers and layers of volcanic lava plus Earth's crust. So it went down. Now, when it went down, it is going to the lower layers. Remember one basic diagram, that is the Earth's 3 layers. If this is the Earth's crust, okay, now once again, I will select this. Done. Now, let's take another circle. I'll have to readjust this a little bit. Wait.
digital art.
Yes. So the outer layer of the Earth is called what?
Crust.
The Earth's crust. Let me
Crust.
just a little bit. Yes.
This is the mantle.
If this is the Earth's crust, this is equal. This is the thinnest layer. So Earth's crust, then comes the Earth's mantle, and inside, you know, absolutely inside is the Earth's. Like this is the Earth's core. So crust, mantle, core. If I tell you these are the 3 layers, crust, then comes the Earth's mantle. Let me pull up mantle here, and this is the Earth's core. Okay, the innermost part. So this is the Earth's core. So crust, mantle, core, when we are talking about these 3 layers, below the Earth's crust is the mantle, and the mantle is where, you know, it's quite heated. Now this heat, when the dead organic matter got buried in the lower part of the crust, it got buried in the lower part of the crust, there was heat, it was getting heat from the mantle, and there was pressure of the rocks from above. So under extremes of heat and pressure, the carbon inside, you know, human body, there is a certain amount of carbon. So that got converted to what you call today as fossil fuels. When these fossil fuels are now burned, so what are these? Yes, from fossils you are getting fuels. So what are these fossil fuels? There are 3. One is coal, one is
Petroleum.
And is natural gas. Coal, petroleum, natural gas are the 3 types of fossil fuels. It did not happen in one day. So the matter got buried in the lower part of the crust, just above, you know, a little above the mantle. So from the mantle, it used to get a lot of heat. heat and pressure of the top layers. Under that heat and pressure, it's just like, extreme heat and pressure for millions of years.
Anaerobic combustion.
Because of the pressure, the
Yes.
heat is
Had
getting
actually
generated.
converted them into fossil fuels. If the pressure, if the pressure goes on increasing, this actually gets converted to diamonds. This is how diamonds are also created under, high heat, and diamonds are nothing but carbon. They are made from carbon, and the dead plant matter, the plants and all, they have carbon in them. A lot of carbon content. That is why when you burn coal or when you burn petroleum, it releases gas. We say it releases what kind of gas?
Carbon dioxide and carbon
Dioxide.
Good. Carbon dioxide. These, all of them have a high amount of
carbon.
carbon content. There is carbon there. So when they will burn, when we are burning them, what will they release?
Carbon dioxide.
Carbon dioxide.
Carbon dioxide. They will release the gas, carbon dioxide,
react
carbon
with the-
monoxide. Now you
The
tell me,
carbon will react with the oxygen in the atmosphere and produce carbon.
they don't no need to react with only the oxygen in the atmosphere. So can you tell me, are these gases eco-friendly? Are they eco-friendly?
No.
They are harmful
So
for the
what are
earth.
they doing to the environment, to the air?
dioxide and carbon.
They are polluting the air.
They are polluting the environment.
Global warming.
Absolutely.
Ma'am, but the plants are absorbing it.
Firstly, if I
The
tell you,
plants food.
absolutely.
Ma'am.
Now, see, if I ask you, what are the advantages? If I ask you advantages, of course, there are advantages because fossil fuels have been
Easily available.
conventional sources of energy. They have been used for years and years. But for their advantages, there has to be some advantage. What is the advantage over, sun, over wind, over
They are reliable.
geothermal energy? What is this advantage? First
They are
advantage is, that is, it is mentioned in your book also, you can revise also. First and very important advantage, you can access them anytime as per your need. Sun, if there is no sun outside during the day, there is no solar energy. And we haven't got technology advanced enough that we can store the energy for a long time. Okay, so we need, now on a cloudy day, but there is no sun. So things will not run. That is not going to happen. They are accessible
These are dependent.
easily. Yes. Accessible, they are easily accessible at any point of time of the day. This problem with this whiteboard, they are easy to access and at any point of time of the day as per our need. I need to run it earlier, trains, ships, everything ran on carbon, but on coal. Have you seen Titanic? Have you seen how the
Dumping coal into the engine.
they used coal. They used coal, and this coal burned, and the coal used to give what? It used to give heat energy. That heat energy was used to convert it into mechanical energy, and that mechanical energy ran, used to run the machines. Heat energy converted to mechanical energy, and mechanical energy ran the steam engines. This is how the steam engine was also thought of. By whom?
Don't remember the name, but I know that it was something. The first engine known as
And I just noticed you note platens instead of plants.
Find out. Now this is your work. If you need to find this out. Who invented steam engine? Something, his name starts with J. Very common name. Let's see.
James Cook.
Yes. Huh? Forgot. One is
No,
easily
I remember,
accessible.
that's what I said.
Ma'am, he
James
named
Cook.
one of his engines rocket.
Yeah, that was.
Okay. So one is easily accessible. Another point is a
At
little
that time, it
amount.
runs only 40 kilometers per hour, which is
dependable.
extremely
They are
slow by today's
dependable.
Okay.
standards.
A little amount.
Not Thomas Savery.
Good.
Thomas Savery.
But he didn't create the first engine.
1 minute. A little
No, he
amount
did not invent.
of these can produce a huge, not huge, can produce
Comparatively large.
lot of energy. If you burn a little
high
amount
calorific
of
value.
heat, it can give you a lot of energy. In your book, you can underline this sentence. They can generate more heat per unit of weight. You know, earlier when wood was used, now when coal was found as a source of energy, it was seen burning a little amount of coal, much
provide
more
larger
heat
fires.
was available, much more heat, and that heat could be used for a lot of things. So coal became much more, you know, a easier, better way to generate energy, and people started shifting to this. So these are the advantages, but definitely, as I told you, what are the disadvantages?
Polluting.
It causes pollution
Pollution
because they are
and,
made up of carbon.
And they get depleted.
They get very good, Aditya. They get depleted very soon. They are not non-renewable. Once they are finished, it will take millions of years for us to form fossil fuels once again. Fossil fuels, another thing which is a big disadvantage for fossil fuels is that fossil fuels are obtained from the Earth's crust. Remember, fossil fuels, we are getting the fossil fuels from the Earth's, let me take a, this and put a tick mark here. We are getting the fossil fuels from the Earth's crust. Now to get these fossil fuels, what is man doing? Suppose man wants to get coal. Man is absolutely very good. Man is doing the work. Man is doing the work. Why are you not moving? 1 minute. See, now this is not.
Who is not moving?
Man
Man use Google
has
Jamboard.
gotten a bit slowed.
Yes.
By corruption.
Man is
Jamboard is
mining.
for on Google Meet.
And mining is leading to what? More
Holes in the crust.
more pollution plus different types of gas,
And diseases.
loss of
Biodiversity is there in the mud.
biodiversity in the region where
When we are
mining is
digging
done.
mines, the forests are actually deforested.
Absolutely very good for mining.
they can tunnel
deforestation
under
is
it.
taking place.
They can tunnel under it and leave the ground over it.
They have whatever you have to do. You have to make holes on the surface of the earth. Mining.
They
you
can
are
make it on
going
the
down
seabed.
in the earth's crust. Now, when mining is done, firstly, in those mining sites, people who are living in that area has to be removed. They turn homeless. Okay, they turn homeless. People
Mostly
have to
they're given
go
a
away
loan
from
to
those regions.
get
Then
helpful
they
again.
cut down all the trees of those regions. Then they start mining. So even more harm to the environment. Another thing that has come up in very recent times is that petroleum and natural gas, children, they are obtained from what we call as the rocks. The rocks are called sedimentary rocks. Sedimentary rocks. Okay, these rocks are also found under the seas and oceans. They are found in the continental, shelf we call, where the land is ending and it's slowly going down and the sea is starting.
The
That
most
region
is found in the Gulf region of the Saudi Arabia.
Let me finish? Okay, so it's found in the continental shelf. You can learn this word. So it's like where the sea is starting. Yes, the Gulf countries have huge deposits of this. The Gulf
India,
countries
Gulf
have
countries.
huge deposits
Might
of
have
this
a few gulfs.
continental shelf. Even India has it. So now petroleum and natural gas,
the
people
Arabian
are
Sea.
trying to get them from under
That's
the
because it's
oceans.
a
Imagine Now, when they are trying to get them from under the oceans, they are using what? Petroleum is a liquid. So what do you think they will use?
Pipes.
Very good. Very, very
Airtight
good.
ones?
Bombay Heights. So to get
Please
these
ship
pipelines
tanks
are
in.
being used. So when pipes, if there is a little bit of leakage in those pipes, or
All the animals turn black.
sometimes you
Sea will be
resist.
flooded with oil.
The fish turn black.
Let me finish once. Sometimes petroleum, you just read in industries that iron and steel industry or some industries are nowadays preferring coastal locations. Why coastal locations? Because many times coal, iron ore either exported or imported. Petroleum also, when they are obtained from under the sea, so where do you think many industries will choose to locate their
Coastal areas.
factories?
On coastline.
In the coastal areas. Absolutely. Now, if petroleum is being imported, many times, if the ship faces any kind of trouble and there is any leakage, now when what Shubhayan said, absolutely, water
It will
and
cause
oil
a huge marine
will
life.
be there
And
both
just like
in the-
shells containing petrol.
And it was such an incident near Antarctica.
marine death.
Arvan pearl.
Very recently in 2020, we call these incidents, this is a very famous thing. This is
We
a
call these
kind of,
incidents
this is a
disasters?
man-made disaster. This is a man-made disaster that we call, which you can commonly know by the name of oil spill. Recently in the Russian, in the Antarctic, Russia, they were bringing in oil and there was a bad oil spill. And what happens now from
The
your
seas turn
understanding?
black.
Yes. From your understanding, tell me, will water and oil mix with each other?
Oh, ma'am, it's
Oil will float.
Well,
Next
to
question.
increase the level of water and then will flood
Not
on
mix.
the.
Now listen.
above.
Yes. Next question. Which is lighter? Oil is lighter or
Oil,
water is
oil,
lighter?
oil.
Oil. Now
Because oil will
happens
float on
is
top
that-
and all the plants will die in it.
Yes,
There's no
listen.
sunlight.
Okay.
Also the fact
Now
that if a small spark
there
is
will
there,
be
it will
a
ignite the
fat
whole
layer
ocean.
of oil floating, created over the water on the surface of the ocean. So if this is the ocean,
It will be like a
there will
barrier.
be a fat layer of oil created on top of the water. This oil is not fixing with the, this oil is not going down. It's on top. This is the oil layer which is on top. Now, what is it doing? It is cutting off the mixing of air with, my God, I wrote air. I was trying to write with this. This is cutting the mixing of air and water. So when air and water cannot come in contact, many
Oxygen.
plants and animals that live on the upper layers, their supply of oxygen is cut out. And many marine organisms die. Also, they cannot live in that oil-filled water. Many marine organisms die due to this. So this has been a very, very common thing. But if oil spill is not taking place, compared to coal, in comparison to coal, petroleum and natural gas is easier to get. Why do you think so, if I tell you?
They're liquid and coal has to be completely mined.
They are easier to get because you are using pipelines to get them. Easier to transport
They
because
just suck
coal,
them up.
after they are got from the mines, it is easier as well as cheaper. You can use pipes to send it to different places using pipelines. Of course, you have to make sure there are no leakages and all. But for coal, you have to pay much more price to trucks and trains and all, and they have to carry.
Ma'am,
Coal
you
is
all still
heavier.
have to
These
pay
pipes
for
are very big and have
trucks and
certain
trains for
valves
petrol.
in them to get the oil when needed.
Yes, yes, yes. The trains which carry coal, the coal is a very heavy material. So to carry it, it requires a lot of money, lot of transport. There are, problems in transportation. But
Ma'am.
petroleum and natural gas
Is that why
is easy to
these
transport.
coal trains are so slow?
They are usually slower. Also, it's very risky. If once there is any kind of trouble, the entire coal will burn. These are, this can
And
burn.
the train
These
will
things can
explode
burn
and can
easily.
cause
When
casualties.
And
they
my
start
mother
burning-
works in a mining company. And one time I went with my mother to a mine site, and from there I saw the coal trains. So basically they were loading the coals, and then I overheard a phone conversation between the boss of the mining and the train owner, that the train owner needs 2 lakhs for 2 trains.
Imagine, this is the thing, it's becoming costly. But when you are sending petroleum and natural gas using pipelines, it is comparatively easier than coal to transport. But one advantage coal has over petroleum, that is, when coal burns, again, a little amount of coal can give a lot of energy. Huge amount of energy is released by burning a small amount of coal. Comparatively, petroleum gives a little less
We have to
amount
burn
of
more.
energy. What? Tell.
We have to burn more petroleum to get more energy.
Yes, you need more petroleum or coal, whatever you are burning, you have to burn it. So, in sufficient quantity so that you can use the heat energy to generate something. What are, in today's world, what are we doing? We are getting heat energy from these
Power plants.
fossil fuels. We are getting heat energy from these fossil fuels, and this heat energy then we are using for many things. Like we are using it to convert to electrical energy. We are using it to convert to, can you give an example for converting it to mechanical energy? Cars. We put petrol in cars now. Petrol is made from petroleum. So then when the petrol, have you heard petrol has ended in the car? Will the car run?
No, ma'am. It needs the energy of the
It needs
petrol.
refueling. Haven't you heard that? Let us go to the petrol pump and refuel the car. So what are you doing? You are refueling it with petrol. So petrol is something that is made from petroleum. Now, yes.
Ma'am, the only reason people do not use electrical cars is because now coal, petroleum, all of it produce a lot of energy which helps the car run for a long time.
It helps the car run for a long time. Correct. It definitely helps the car run for a long time. In fact, petroleum is the source of energy for running aeroplanes. Petroleum is the source of energy for running ships. Everything is now mainly used, in transportation. Have you ever wondered why the people in Gulf countries, the Arabs and all, they are so rich? Have it ever occurred to you?
They have a lot of oil.
They have a lot of oil.
Definitely.
And most of the
There
countries
is
buy
a
oil
lot
from
of
them.
oil. So when I'm talking about oil, why do you think they are, they find this, they don't want to share this? America and Arab countries are always in a fight. Iran, Iraq, Arabia, they're always in a power struggle so that they get the oil deposits.
Iraq and Kuwait actually had a battle for this only.
I'll tell you why. The reason behind this is from Gulf, the Arabian Gulf there, they get a lot of oil. There are lots of petroleum and natural gas found in those regions. That petroleum and natural gas that is found in that region, children, those are used to export to various countries. The Arab countries, United Arab Emirates, the Arabian countries, they have this group and they control the petroleum trading of the world. Now, this petroleum trading, if that is under their control, because the
One of the most
is sent from their country to other countries, Every country of the world is highly dependent for any other business on petroleum. Why? Because from petroleum, we are making petrol, and that is used in any kind of transportation. If they don't provide us with petroleum, then we will not be able to keep on running our transport system. And if transport system is not running properly, we will go back in time and use what? Horses and pigeons to fly and go somewhere. Aeroplanes will not work. And trading everywhere, for everything, for setting up
And the
any
main
industry,
trade place,
you need
ma'am.
transport.
Ma'am,
So we can use
main
electric
trade-
cars.
Now, what they do,
Ma'am, the
America
main-
wants those oil reserves. America wants control over those. So then they can control the supply of oil to the entire world. Now, once that goes under their control, other countries will try to please them that, you know, you give us export and we want to buy your oil.
Ma'am.
But the Arab people do not want to give this right to them. So they have a very strong union. In India, very fortunately, very fortunately, you need to remember this. We do have petroleum reserves, but the problem with India is India has a huge population. The amount of petroleum we have in our country is not sufficient for all the people. In India, in the Arabian Sea, the continental shelf of the Arabian Sea, petroleum has been found. And in India, there is a very important place near Mumbai. It's called Mumbai High. The place is called Mumbai High, from where petroleum is found, taken from the Arabian Sea and brought to our countries. Also near the Gujarat coast, petroleum has been found. Gujarat coast and
Gulf of
But
Khambat.
first place in India where petroleum was found was in Assam, in Digboy. It's a place called Digboy in Assam. And you know, that was the first place in India where petroleum was found. So India is